Hell yeah. This is I love this.
The UI looks exactly like Figma. Crazy.
This is great. I don't ever have to open PowerPoint or Google Slides ever again. Thank God. Keep in mind, this was done in what, 2 minutes? Like I built this on a call with you. I love it. I'm sold. Meet Claude Design. Import your team's design system. Make prototypes. Mock up an onboarding flow. Set.
So Claude Code.
Unblock. Engineering. Import. Where should account deletion? It's interesting. Yeah. It's just giving us a preview of all of the different ways to use this. I wouldn't have thought that a tool like this was entirely necessary, because as you said, like the thing that got you most excited was this feature, right? Which is like what they're calling tweaks, right? But it's direct editability of the assets in the tool.
Interesting. Okay, so it's just for now, do arrow or arrow effect. Let's see what I'm talking about. Tool wireframe. That's nice. But I'm not actually trying to do. I'm not actually trying to do any of these things. I'm trying to like create like a one pager for the tool.
Do other
RSX one pager. Create. Set up design system. There was like an entry point previously. Am I looking at? Did you see that?
Yeah.
So what's this versus this? How do you even get back to that? The root is /design. And there we go. So I'm looking for drag a folder, link code.
Yeah. Do it.
I just want to give it the root and see if I can.
You gave Claude access, right?
The root. That just do everything. It has everything.
Yeah. You can continue the generation.
That's funny. They don't even say Figma.
15 minutes. All right, hit generate.
Okay.
We'll
with the rest of
something else.
Yeah. Okay. So look at everything. Okay. Let's see.
Wait, so go back to mine for a second.
You want to start a project?
Yeah. We'll do one from scratch. Go to slide deck or prototype.
This is yours. Whatever.
All right.
Or if you want to drive from your side, well, we should.
I can do that. Let me share. Nice.
Can we both share at the same time? That would be cool.
No, because then it'll do like side by side or something. Can you see? Cool. So something that we've been messing around with is like not having to use PowerPoint on Google Slides.
See that a ton.
Yeah. New slide deck. Let's call this architecture. Presentation. Start the sketch. Okay, describe what you want to create. I want to create a presentation about restaurant sidewalk sheds in New York City. Let's try that. All right, questions. What's the angle? Oh, I don't want a urban design critique. I want design proposal for better sheds. Who's the audience? Restaurant industry. 5-minute presentation. 8 slides, academic and analytical, editorial magazine, imagery approach. Interesting. Okay, decide for me. Should I include data stats? Yes. Use reasonable estimates. Here's a question that was specific to what I did. How much should this focus on the COVID era outdoor dining? Not at all. Anything specific you want covered. Consider this like a sales pitch for restaurants who want better designed sheds. Want speaker notes? Yes, full script. Here we get to set the tweakable variants up to pairing options. That's all they give me. I'm going to be upset.
Didn't know you could save a local copy of Figma. Did you know that?
Really? Yeah. Where have you been?
What's the point?
Not in Figma. So that you can send the file to someone else?
It's only Figma design files are big. It's a deck. It's a Figma slide deck.
I didn't know you can make slide decks in Figma.
Yeah, they have a whole suite of products now. So it's Design, FigJam, which is their whiteboarding tool, Slides, Buzz, which is their kind of Canva social media tool, Site, which is you can create websites, and then Make, which is their vibe coding tool. Yeah, their slide deck tool is fantastic. It has almost all the design components. You can copy and paste prototypes directly into it.
That's cool. How long do you think these slide decks are going to take? This slide deck is going to take to build.
I don't know. Is there any expectation setting?
I'm curious. I want to press this, but I also don't want to interrupt what's happening. If I start with a sketch, so they have a drawing interface inside. Nice. So I can make little rectangles, text boxes. It's like a Miro style whiteboard. All right.
Okay.
And then so these sketches show up here. And so then I can like sketch something and send it to Claude. Basically like removing the need to use some other kind of tool, right? Like a Miro to create a sketch. So I don't need to have Miro now. Maybe in the future, I don't need to have Figma. I can just do everything inside of Claude. All right. Is this the deck? Let's see. So looks like HTML. How do I preview it? Let's see. Here we go. Open better.
Whoa.
Okay. Speaker notes are down here.
It is
Good here.
Wait.
Good morning. I'm not here to sell you an outdoor dining.
Oh my God, this is L.
Yeah.
Wait,
So maybe they
I'm
should
confused.
yeah, go ahead.
Is this a web page that's like a slide deck?
Yeah. I've done this before in Claude. You could tell it to build a slide deck and it will ask you, do you want it as a PowerPoint or do you want it as HTML? And if you say, do it as HTML, it gives you this experience, which is much nicer, honestly, than a PowerPoint. So one of the issues we had with this when we were testing it out, like in that other workflows, I can't come in here and change these words. I have to prompt that change. So let's see if I can actually my mic cutting out. Look at this. Actually click in and change everything.
That's nice.
Very, very nice. This was the thing that was lacking with making these HTML slides. And now I can share this. I want to share the full screen, new tab, edit, draw, okay, design files. So this whole presentation is basically an HTML. It's like a HTML document. And so if I share this HTML document with my team, anyone can open this. This is excellent. But does it need deck stage? Let's see. I think it does. So I need to send them both. I need to send them the whole thing. I can't just send them this, which makes sense.
Okay, so you need to send them the HTML.
Yeah.
If you click share in the top right, what happens? You can share as a project. Does this use the chat?
Yeah. So basically this becomes, and I can make this as a template. That's nice. But I'm constrained to Claude's interface to work on this.
Right.
If I
export, because it's HTML, so can't you just use anything to mess around with it? You can hand code.
Well, and I can hand off to Claude code. What happens if I export as HTML?
I think I saw something about the Canva and a PDF.
Yeah. It's not a native Canva file.
I saw something. Canva doesn't have native files.
Okay, so this is the export for the standalone HTML. Ready to download, single self-contained file, works offline. That's nice. So if I save this and open this.
Code is the new app.
Yep. Hell yeah. This is I love this.
The UI looks exactly like Figma. Crazy.
This is great. I don't ever have to open PowerPoint or Google Slides ever again. Thank God.
Which means you can like natively embed GIFs and interactive JS.
Yeah, it's HTML. Right? It's like you have access to anything that the web has access to. You can bring into these slide decks.
Always on brand. Oh my God, this is going to help sales change so much because sales decks suck.
100%. And keep in mind, this was done in what, 2 minutes? Like I built this on a call with you, right? So like 0 brain power went into this.
No, this is like 10% brain power. That's the future.
I love it. I'm sold. Like the thing for us is because we meet once a week, some of the news that we might be reporting on might be like old news. This is like today's news.
So fresh.
And we
you want to see some stuff?
Talk about this. What?
Yeah. You want to see some stuff?
Yeah, I do. Show us your design system. Nice.
So they like coded the design system. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Yeah. And then you can go to different tabs that kind of describe it. That's cool. There's a tool developers use that's called Storybook. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it's similar to Storybook.
Yeah, very similar. Our UX design system team uses Storybook, and it's kind of white labeled, so you only see it for Frontify, something like that, or brand design. That's so funny. They've tried to hallucinate and make this every time I like update the marketing site, but that's not correct. But you know what's interesting? I don't know how they did this. They found the parent company in my code base. It must be a remnant from my original like designs. Okay. So that's design system. And then they also found some of the parent stuff. It's so funny. Thanks, LLM. You can see it. You just see the patterns all over.
Can I see the what?
You can see these patterns all over the place.
Yeah.
Can you hide the tweaks or drag them around?
That's weird. There you go.
It's like a UI component, I guess.
Okay. You made a pitch deck using a design system. Nice.
Well, I'll show you. I have a brand file in Figma, and it has all like the best websites, logos, visual assets, a landing page mock, which is kind of the pitch deck anyways.
And you gave Claude access to this?
I just gave it access to this Figma file and to make a pitch deck.
Sick.
And I'll show you what the actual pitch deck looks like. It's not far.
Yeah.
So I took some of those designs from the original web page mock and then put it in a kind of slide format. I mean, this was in summer when I was using a deck because I didn't have a website. Then this looks nice. Looks really nice.
Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah. Okay.
I honestly think that the killer feature here is direct edit, right?
Yeah, this is. Yeah, without having to.
Without having the prompt.
Then draw, like, and does it like generate the drawing? All right, this is fun. I want to use this for real. Like this stuff is definitely usable.
Yeah, I'm going to use it for slides, and I'm going to tell my whole team they should be using it for slides.
There we go.
There
Thanks,
we go.
Anthropic. Another good release.
Anthropic's killing it lately.